March is here, and it is everyone's favorite time of year. Hi, everybody. Welcome into a new edition of Cronkite Sports Live. Ben Parris, Max Cepeda joining you. And while Arizona State will not be busting brackets this season, they've been more than lucky as of late, winning some Pac-12 championships. Punishments for the violations will include 4 years of probation for ASU, a fine, the vacation of 10 victories from the 2021 and 22 seasons, scholarship reductions, other recruiting restrictions, plus the self-imposed postseason ban ASU observed during the 2023 season. The investigation that has spanned nearly 3 years is still ongoing, as 2 individuals are contesting portions of their cases with the NCAA, who will formally reach a decision once those cases have been completed. One of those cases reportedly involves former ASU defensive coordinator Antonio Parris, who's now the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, with some more ASU football breaking news, the announcement from redshirt freshman quarterback Jaden Rashada, who will enter the transfer portal after playing in 3 games and battling injury last season. Rashada said in a statement on social media Thursday afternoon that he's thankful for the time he spent at ASU, but now will seek the best fit for his career. We also learned just shortly before coming on air that wide receiver Elijah Badger, who had 135 catches and over 1,500 yards receiving in the last 2 seasons, will also be heading the transfer portal. This move comes at an interesting time for Arizona State after Kenny Dillingham said earlier this week that he hoped not to have to use the spring transfer portal.
Yeah, right now, I mean, we kind of put together a team with a plan that the spring portal we didn't want to use it very much. I mean,
ASU coming off its first win in program history over an SEC program. And let's hop into the highlights. That's Cam Skattebo, the reigning AP Player of the Week, the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. And we'll pick things up halfway through the first quarter. It's Skattebo from the 1-yard line into the end zone. That would open up the scoring, make it 7-0 ASU. Skattebo giving it a little bit of waddle, his second touchdown of the season. Halfway through the second quarter now, Jordan McLeod looking for Jaden Williams. This a 6-yard touchdown pass to make it 14-7 Texas State. The first of 4 touchdowns through the air for McLeod in the game. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Levitt rolling out, looking way downfield to Jordan Tyson, and a 52-yard reception as he'd cut back towards the middle of the field and into the end zone. That would make it 21-14. Tyson's first touchdown as a Sun Devil after he sat out the entirety of last season with a knee injury. A special moment for him. Time winding down in the first half, just 13 seconds to go, and it's Levitt going to use his feet, scrambling out of the pocket, and a race to the pylon as he dives in and ties the game at 21, heading to halftime. Let him know, Sam. Running into the end zone. Sam Levitt's already shown off some speed this season. 3:30 to go in the third quarter now, and Levitt going to use his legs again, and this time he's going to flip the field. Would end up being a 40-yard scramble for the redshirt freshman and set up Cameron Skattebo for a touchdown later in the drive that would tie the game. To the fourth quarter we go. Just over 9 minutes to go, and Ishmael Mahdi fumbles the football. It was forced by Shamari Simmons and picked up by Justin Watley. That would set up an ASU field goal on their next drive to give them a 31-28 lead. On the next drive, when Texas State gets the football back, McLeod looking deep, and it's Xavier Alford picking it off and helping ASU seal the deal, or so they thought. They thought they'd be able to run out the rest of the clock. They thought the game was over, but they ran into some clock management issues as Sam Levitt would take a knee on the final play on 4th down. The officials, after review, saying there was 1 second left on the clock. Kenny Dillingham was telling his players to go back to the locker room, but it wasn't quite to be. Texas State would run one more play as they try to get off some laterals and find their way into the end zone on the last play of the game, but it wasn't meant to be. ASU would jump on top of a fumble and escape San Marcos with a 31-28 victory to move to 3-0 for the first time since 2019.
Finally speaking.
But let's turn the calendar back for just a second to the hot weather. And while I was trying to spend my summer relaxing and working on my golf swing, the so-called off-season is when many athletes at Arizona State are at their very best. So let's take a moment to look back at the summer it was for the Sun Devils. All right, we got to start with this guy, the phenom. Leon Marchand won not one, not two, but 3 gold medals at the World Aquatic Championships in Japan, including a record-breaking performance in the 400-meter individual medley when he finished in 4 minutes, 2.50 seconds, breaking Michael Phelps' last remaining world record while Phelps was on the call of the event. Now, the well-documented Sun Devil supporter donned the medal on Marchand in what could be a true passing of the torch moment. And don't forget, folks, the Paris Olympics are right around the corner. The Summerhays family became one of the most notable families in golf when both Preston and Grace qualified for and played in the United States Open Championship at the Los Angeles Country Club and Pebble Beach Golf Links, respectively. Preston played in a practice round with the Masters champ and, oh yeah, ASU alum John Rahm, while the entire Summerhays family got to enjoy a practice round together before the U.S. Women's Open. Now, rumor has it that Grace and her dad Boyd tied brothers Preston and Cameron in the friendly competition. Now back to some more world championships. Senior Justin Robinson became just the 3rd Sun Devil to ever medal at the World Athletics Championships in Hungary. The St. Louis native, who holds the ASU program record in the 400-meter indoor event, was a member of both the men's 4x400-meter gold medaling team and the world record-setting 4x400 mixed relay team, who completed the event in 3 minutes and 8.8 seconds. And finally, we wrap things up with ASU soccer forward Gabby Rennie, who got the call up to play for the Ferns at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in her home country of New Zealand. The senior was on the pitch as New Zealand captured their first win in World Cup history over Norway in the group stage and earned a 2nd World Cup appearance against Switzerland. Not too bad for a summer break. I don't know about you, but ASU wrestling is feeling 22, and it was the 22nd Pac-12 championship for the Arizona State wrestling program, which makes it the winningest program at the school. To tell us more what was special about number 22, here's wrestling reporter Keenan Vaughn. Jose Parris is a professional basketball player, and if you were confused how he showed up to the Dominican Republic and played as a pro before ASU season was over, don't worry, his teammates are just as confused. The 26-year-old, who was on 5 different NCAA rosters in his career, left the program to pursue professional opportunities. That opportunity included shooting 3 from 11 from the field for 8 points, missing all 4 3-pointers he took in his debut. Frankie Collins shared what it was like finding out Parris wouldn't take the floor against UCLA after his 25-point performance against USC. Coming off their 3rd team victory of the season at the Thunderbird Collegiate, ASU men's golf is competing at the Pac-12 Championships at Desert Forest Golf Club in Carefree this weekend, and we welcome in our team of reporters. WCSN's Sam Goodman and Aiden O'Neill are there. Sam, I want to start with you to talk about the Sun Devils' play as a team so far. They sit in 8th place right now at 21 over par. Washington's leading the golf tournament, the only school under par at 11 under. It's a shaky start for ASU in 8th place right now. What's got him off to this type of start?
Well, Ben, as you said, it's been a rough day at the office for the Sun Devils as they set in 8th place.
And once again, Sam, Washington with a 24-shot lead right now at 11 under par. They have a 30-shot lead over Arizona State down in 8th place, who's trying to win their first Pac-12 championship since 2008. And the guy that's going to try to lead them there is Preston Summerhays. He won the Thunderbird Collegiate for a 2nd year in a row just a few weeks ago, was named to the Palmer Cup team for Team USA. Coming up this summer is a semifinalist for the Ben Hogan Award, the award that goes to the best player in college golf. Aiden O'Neill, you've been following Preston so far today up there at Desert Forest. 75 in his first round, 4 over. He's now 6 over halfway through his 2nd round. Not the start he's wanted either.
Yeah, Ben, Preston is 6 over halfway through the 2nd round.
All right, Aiden, Sam, thank you very much. As 2nd round action continues today, the teams will play 18 holes tomorrow. On Saturday, it'll be moving day before the final round, another 18 holes on Sunday. And it looks like our reporters are battling some windy conditions as well, just like the players out there on the course. Guys, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you soon. with some top plays. Number 3 is ASU soccer. They're taking on Utah State yesterday. Look at this sweet pass at the top of the 18. Ashley Lenhart's shot goes off the post, but Florence Valencourt, the freshman, is there to clean it up. Her first goal in a Sun Devil uniform. And number 1, we're going across the pond to the old course at St. Andrews. It's Preston Summerhays representing Team USA in the Walker Cup. Look at this birdie putt all the way around, gets it to drop as Team USA wins in a big comeback last Sunday. He's just telling us how he really feels. ASU baseball earlier this month, it's Dustin Crenshaw laying down the bunt. Ethan Mendoza says, I'm going to try to go behind the back with my glove. Didn't quite work out, or did it? Over to third, they still get the out. ASU dropped that game 5-3.
Eventually, interesting stuff.
The not top play of the semester was the fight of the year in college hockey at Alaska Fairbanks. Tucker Ness and Dawson Berensky getting after it. This led to suspensions for both of them and 222 penalty minutes being called in the final 43 seconds of that game.